Yo, what up? Just got done training. Just got home, just ate hella food, feeling hell good. Hell shit training session though. Just don't even ask why. But walking outside. Fuck. You know, I said I was gonna do that Q&A. Yeah, well, I like to talk a lot, man. So like, doing the fucking Q&A would take ages. So you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna do one question per day for. Let me sit in my thinking chair. That's my other thinking chair. This is my thinking chair right here. Fuck. Check out this garden though. Yeah. Alright. So I'm gonna do question of the day rather than Q&A total, because otherwise it'd be like a 50-minute fucking video, and then some black car's gonna be tailgating me, and I'm just gonna be driven off the road by like the CIA for like taking up too much YouTube space or something. But alright, so the question was, I got on my YouTube inbox, it was like, what do you think about, is it necessary to track macros, or can you get away with portion control? And I was thinking in my head, this guy actually sent two questions. I'll do the other question in this video too. And I reckon it's just like, mate, tracking macros is always going to be 100% effort, and you should get the fucking word get away with out of your vocabulary. If you should just get that out of your vocabulary, man, because that's just a bad word to use. So it's just like, what do you think? This guy already knows that portion control is not going to be good because he's ready to say get away with. You know what I mean? Like, it's just like, mate, obviously that's not going to be 100%. But the catch-22 with that is, man, here's the catch-22. Some people can't track macros year-round because it stresses them out too hard. So if we did percentage-wise, we said tracking macros is 100% sick cunt status, and then portion control was 75% sick cunt status on, like, in terms of accuracy and being sick cunt and getting dope results and being jacked and hella huge and shit, okay? Fuck. Always go for 100%, but if you can't do that year round and be 100% year round and just be on the money, even when you're getting fat, be on the money, and it stresses you out, okay? And then and you still do it though, but it brings you down to like a 70%, like a 65%er, because it stresses you out so hard, it impacts your results that much that it brings you down. Whereas like you could just be doing portion control and be 75%, if that makes sense. So you won't be 100%, but you're not going to be 65. You know what I mean? So you'll be that 75, you'll be that happy medium. But obviously, if you want to be sick, can't track macros year round. It's not that fucking hard. If I can track sugar-free reduced catch-up in like airports, on like toilets, in like parties, in front of chicks, with like cunts getting pissed and smoking cones, like anyone can track macros anywhere. Like, fucking number one tip for that is just be shameless. Be fucking shameless. Be shameless and be confident, because like who gives a fuck what people think when you're doing it? Do you know what I mean? Like you got to do what you got to do, man. Do you know what I mean? So if you got to whip out that scale in the most like obscene fucking locations, do it, because it's gonna make you a better person. All right. So I need to go down to the medal shop and ask them to engrave me a fucking medal for like world's best tracker, man. Because I've tracked I've tracked in heen situations, in gross locations, in front of like I reckon, oh yuck, dude, like yuck, like I'm shameless, man. Like if like I'm trying to think of a hell hot chick, like so who's someone who's hell hot? Picture the hottest chick you know. If you put her in front of me, I would still whip out the scale and weigh out anything. I would shameless shit like that, man. Do you know what I mean? Like, who gives a fuck? That's half the project. Who gives a fuck? Just be that cunt who does not give a fuck where he is to do it, and it'll take you to the next level. Second question was, what do you think about carb backloading? I don't know what the fuck carb backloading is, to be 100%. Like, I semi have an idea. I think it's like where you don't eat carbs, or when you don't eat carbs for like fucking, I don't know, a certain period of time, and then you like eat carbs after you train or something like that. It's just carb restriction, and then you have the carbs, and you do this high fat, high protein shit. And to be honest, I reckon it's bullshit. All right, it's bullshit. Listen to this sick cunt logic up here. All right, there's two sick cunt reasons. There's two reasons why I think it's bullshit. Okay, three reasons why I think it is. I think the first one is cunts just want to eat like bacon and eggs all day and claim like they're doing something useful. Okay. And to use that as an excuse, and then eat hella carbs after they work out, and it's just fucked. It's just a fucked relationship with food, alright? Okay? It's just fucked, okay? That's just, throw that out the window. Second one is, unless you're getting in shape for like a show or some shit, I don't see the point in doing this high-fat, fucking zero-carb thing, to be keto or whatever. Second thing is, training is like training is performance based, man. Unless you're some like Dorian Yates motherfucker, who's just doing this failure shit, like get the fuck off, just get the fuck out, mate. But if you're training for performance, think of like the top performance athletes in the world. All right, I'm thinking top sprinters, top shot putters, top Olympic lifters, top everything. Just look at the Olympics, look at every single power and just fucking power strength sport at the Olympics. And I guarantee you, if you took number 1, number 2, number 3, they're going to say, you ask them what the bulk of their diet's going to be, they're going to say, fuck mate, all I do is slam down fucking French toast and eggs and fucking all these carbs. It's just carved out. Just slam down carbs and shit. So that's the second point. So if you want to be a sick cunt and be the best, man, obviously do what the best do and just eat the carbs, man, because it's just, if performance-based fuel is carbs, man, not fat, okay? Especially for weightlifters. Someone who's just like, a powerful strength athlete, it's just carbs, man. It's just carbs, okay? It's just glucose, straight up glucose, okay? I just want to give the body what it needs, just glucose. Glycogen, glucose, none of this, glucogenesis, I'm going to transfer this into the MCTs and this bullshit, fuck that. Alright. Third reason is, if you think about it, just like, I look at it from like a physiological standpoint is, if I'm sitting in fucking like 12th grade nutrition and the bitch is telling me like, oh, like Abdullah, your brain can only function on glucose, why the fuck do you why do you want to be some sick cunt, tricky cunt, and have to fuck with the process, man? If your brain only functions on glucose, give it glucose. It just needs glucose. It's going to make it from any fucking substrate. It's going to make it from anything. If you don't eat carbs, it's going to make it from fat, it's going to make it from protein, whatever. But I just want to give it just glucose, bam, straight up, okay? If it's your primary source of fuel, I'm just thinking in my head, like, why wouldn't you do it? And, like, why wouldn't you just give it carbs? Just, like, it's just put two and two together. It's just like, give it carbs, dude. Just give your body carbs. Primary source of fuel. It's the most easily digested fuel. It's just, like, there, bam. Bam, okay? If you want to be G'd up all the time mentally, like, I'm G'd up right now, just on carbs. On carbs and on life, G'd up. All the time, G'd up, G'd up. Alright? Like, just, people like, dude, you've been smoking gear, you've been smoking crack or something. It's like, nah, mate, I've just been eating carbs, okay? That's what you want to be like 24/7. I can't even sleep because I'm so G'd up from carbs. Like, I'm not even kidding, dude. Can't sleep. I have like 1 hour bad day from being so tired. But then I'm just G'd up on the carbs all the time. Glucose is always there. Brain's always firing. Alright? And it's just like, cunts want to be tricky. Cunts want to fuck with what works. I'm not going to say with what works because that just sounds like a toy statement. But like what from a physiological standpoint is just the best option. Do you know what I mean? So, I'm trying to think what else I have to say about that. Yeah, fuck that. None of these 400 grams, 250 grams of fat shit, because that's not even keto, man. Like, you can't even claim keto because you're not in ketosis when you're doing that. So, I don't reckon carb backloading is anything you should think about. And people, I'm carb sensitive, I'm carb intolerant, maybe go get a blood test and suss yourself out. But don't claim all these ridiculous things. Carbs make me fat. I don't digest carbs. I'm gluten intolerant. That's fucking bullshit, mate. You're a fat cunt. You're a fat cunt because you're fat. Okay, that's just the basis. Like, if you're fat, own your fatness. Because if there's a reason why you're fat, you eat too much fucking food. Okay, like I'm fat. It's because I'm eating too much food. It's just the same with everything, man. You got to own the results you're getting, man. Okay, don't say carbs make you fat and then go tell everyone carbs make you fat and then have some Michelle Bridges motherfucker saying no, don't eat carbs because they make you fat. Alright? Don't do that. Don't do that. Society's carbophobic, man. Carbophobic when it should just be the opposite. They need to be fucking portion controlled out. Not have this phobia of carbs. Because carbs are going to make them sick cunts. And carbs are going to make them get off the couch and be more energetic and just burn more throughout the day and be less fucking obese because they're just sitting down and they don't even have energy to whack off because they don't even have enough carbs, man. Do you know what I mean? Alright, so that's my rant on carbs and carb backloading and just eating carbs in fucking general. And another point today. Got up, was feeling hell heamed because I was so G'd up on carbs last night I couldn't sleep, right? So I got up and it was just hell gross. It was like 40-something degrees yesterday. Just felt so fucking heamed, man. But I was so G'd up, I was just like, I'm ready to go. Always, if you're G'd up all the time, you're ready to go all the time. You know what I mean? If Tiger's at your door, you're going to run away from it. But I was doing my shoelaces up. This is good point. Cunts will love this. I was doing my shoelaces up. Fuck, let me stand up. It's too hot. I was doing my shoelaces up. And when I was doing my shoelaces up, I was getting fucking like, I was just doing them up shit, man. And then it dawned on me, I was like, dude, don't be a shit cunt. Like, do the shoelaces up properly. So then everything falls into place, man. You got to practice excellence like that and shit. Do the shoelaces up properly, cunt, so I can squat the bar properly. Do you know what I mean? Just little things like that, man, add up. That's what I was saying before, man. When you get out of bed, when you pick something off the floor, bend, hinge at the hips, flat back, glutes tight, and fucking squeeze that arsehole and keep the core tight. That's what I'm saying. You got to do that shit on the reggie. If you clean the garden, man, do it with a dope braced core, and just do it like a sick cunt. Do everything like a sick cunt. Do everything at 100%. Just do everything at 100%. So when you're tying your shoes, man, G up to tie your shoes, and just do the best shoe tying you can do, because it's going to transfer, dude. It's going to transfer. Like today, didn't feel 100%, but I was just so on point. Like, the attention to detail got me through. And, you know, that spawns from doing little shit, like doing your shoelaces properly, like my G up when I was under the bar, like my foot placement, my breathing, all that shit got me through. Not the sheer strength, none of that bullshit, because I felt like a shit cunt. But I was so G'd up on life and just doing shit like that, that it pulled me through. So practice the 100% effort in everything you do, and the attention to detail, and then when you need it, it's just gonna help you. It's gonna pay dividends. All right, peace. Also, shout outs to all the cunts who've been hitting me up on the inbox and shit, saying you come here, we're catching up. We're all catching up. Shout outs to Eddie Riley. Peace.